we knew it was going to be mad from PRX. I'm not sure I was expecting this. It's doable. Let's see what they got.
Both teams absolutely dumped their sentinels.
Prodigy, thank you so much. Thank you for the gifted.
Split. We're gonna go over to our casters.
Oh my god.
Yes, thank you very much, and I think that we will have an immense amount of fun.
Oh yeah, this will be fun.
Saw it on my monitor, walked over to Alex before the walkouts and said, "What the hell are you guys doing?" And his response, pretty much verbatim, was, "We effing hate playing Sky." So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, triple duelist for PRX. This is not something that we have seen in a very long time on any map, but Split especially. Not since Talon back last season, and I tell you what, that didn't go so well.
I thought,
I still remember the.
I thought we weren't going to see it this year,
but it was a very rough
you have
affair
one wish
for all
is a mod.
involved. But this time around, you got to expect
Stop
it's going to be different. It's PRX.
Sure.
Certainly
Oh,
with
say the
Yoru,
gifted?
who's sort of a pseudo-initiator anyway.
That did become a
that
habit
acts
now.
as their flash agent. That's going to
T1 will win this? Wait, you trying to force the curse out of me?
It surprises me that they say this because Devi is like a player who I think of as like a really, really good Sky. So kind of curious to see how this is all going to pan out. I mean, Manya, phenomenal race.
Sure it works
we know
like that
from years ago before he switched over to playing controller for GE. Look, anything's possible with PRX. I don't ever doubt what they're doing. I don't usually doubt
T1,
Alex and his ability to really cook up something special.
This is that team that gets
the
the grain of salt. That
becomes
gets the
incredible.
Of doubt when they pull
The
out
op becomes incredible, but then it's like, once you've opt and got a kill,
whether or not it's actually
you might have two other people diving on you. They have vision block over towards A. The default kind of works in terms of sneaking around.
Didn't go nearly as well, but
Did T1 have a? Sorry, I was so focused on PRX. Did T1 have a cipher?
Yeah.
This will hold a bit more water.
I know. Again, I don't have a lot of doubt in anybody on this squad to do their job and do it well for the most part. I mean, yes, you do see from time to time it's rough.
Then it could work.
PRX has proven us time and time again that they can cook
and
they can do it.
It could work.
All right. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
PRX on defense, T1 on attack. Triple duelist. I'm back here. Back to the Talon days.
Going to be a bumpy ride. Game's going to be going down in 25 seconds. Let's see what this does do as they start on the defense.
I think PRX is setting up for some kind of mid-hit here. You've got 3 players.
Yoru is initiator. I mean, he's gonna. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Try to crunch with something
gonna set himself up.
Pretty far back is
and potentially these two up.
Set up the TP. Yep, there it goes. They are getting ready.
So Forsaken gets the Yoru back though. Forsaken something Manya makes sense in terms of who's playing him.
Could be potentially on Carpe.
I think I can turn the casters up.
Just gonna barely get away with it. PRX was just seeing
put it there.
They would creep out from Ramen. Not gonna happen for now. PRX is just gonna reset.
We'll pass some punish over towards middle.
You saw both the Rays and the Yoru there for Carpe.
Another mid-base pistol.
A star here. Potentially smoke this off. Yep, PRX.
Oh, they're playing on that. Oh, they're playing on the new patch as well.
You're starting to think that maybe this is going to be some kind of mid-hit. They're going to reaggress towards this angle, but with the spike over on the other side, it's going to be the sewers.
Yeah, and Carpe just avoids.
Something T1 and sewers. They
got their way back. And they just decide to go aggro. And how many people go behind? Probably a 2-2.
So it'll just be this 4-man push out here, peeking in towards Ramen. Checking sewers, but nothing.
They go behind 4 people over towards B. Pick the wrong side on this one. Devi, Sheriff.
No bites, nothing to really try to slow up any aggression into the side itself, aside from this toxic screen.
They're gonna go all the way around. Devi, good for the opener though with the Sheriff.
No way.
Finds a headshot, also puts one in the side player.
Yeah,
He's gonna be
insta takes one down.
No armor to speak of, so first blood is found here from PRX, but now Spike being planted.
Spike planted.
T1, I mean, the triple push out into screens, taking really forward positions here. Trying to intercept. Devi, aware of this, does manage to get a little bit of additional damage down. Carpe will away at as well. Now Forsaken arriving. Something goes dashing forward out onto the site, looking for the duel there against Carpe, who does manage to get the better of him with the classic. And Forsaken quickly picks up a second kill. Now going to be struck down as X-Ray tries to hold the line, but suddenly it's all on Rossi here at backside. In that 1v1, got the dink into the chest shot.
Nicely done from Rossi. Nicely done. Okay, I wonder, are we going to get that? No, we're on attack. I want to see the Outlaw come out on defense loads for Sire, to be honest. Like, I think the Outlaw up here should be pretty good.
didn't get a lot of contact,
especially to hold over towards middle. They should be able to get to middle. Should be able to break too many crossfires, even up to like A heaven off towards A heaven to middle.
Identified and pretty well handled here. So potential tricky retake that T1 is able to scrape by with.
Okay, yeah, and we'll see. We're gonna start the madness with a Marshall. There's only one person that can tank the bullet.
Over the line, and now you're able to get a few extra guns, and yep, Saya player with the Marshall finds Forsaken.
Down from a walkabout as that Nebula does go down. Execute for the vote.
Excret, it's a good person to get some early orbs.
One kill traded back, but
definitely a good person to get some early orbs, like even just a wall over towards B. Like they're gonna have a rough time trying to get info on the other side of it. It's gonna push in front.
At the moment, the entire map is their playground. They can go where they please.
Same thing in terms of just like any map control. Like if they see people over towards B main, create the question mark. Like they gotta just body check it. That is it.
Going to overcommit to anything. They're not going to give those duelists the ability to pop off for PRX. We know they're capable of it. Really take your time. Really get your information in hand before you make your decisions. And this is really, really nice to see from T1 early. Carpe doing a good job leading them so far. Nobody available for the defense on PRX's side here on the B site. Mindfreak's going to try to make
I mean, I was going to say it should struggle on defense, but it should struggle on everything.
Mindfreak trying to see if he can get any inkling of damage down here, but now the snake bite very much is going to be stopping him from pushing forward, and Rossi holding this position wisely. Again, stops Mindfreak from being able to get that weapon that had been dropped earlier on.
Aswiki Maris with the 3 months. Thank you so much for the prime. Appreciate you. Welcome to the madness.
For the side of T1. Currently in a decent spot if Saya player can upgrade the Marshall. Anything more than that would still be a pretty costly anti-eco for them. So T1 not going on the hunt, not going to be thirsting for kills. It's going to be sat back, but Carpe getting out of this spot.
Winner of this goes to Madrid. Oh, it couldn't be higher stakes.
Start drifting away, and it looks like
winner goes Madrid. Loser
so T1 should be able to
doesn't play for like a month and a bit.
They turn their sights now over to stairs.
Yeah, and this is a very, very nice start. All right, let's get into the buy rounds. What are we getting? Who's going where?
So far, so good for this T1 squad. Now, you do have to anticipate that for PRX,
so,
you know, with
in terms of
the attacker side is where they're going
to this round, we should see one of their better setups on defense.
Hit a lot of heads with that Bulldog spray. Really nicely done. And already on round 3, the operator is going to be found for Saya player.
Op gets up.
So big
okay, so Marshall gets upgraded into the op.
Thinking about a bit of a mid.
There is nothing really to push this guy off. Like what? 2 Yori flashes, that's it. That's all Saya needs to worry about the whole game is 2 Yori flashes.
You got to imagine with this triple duelist comp that PRX
we should have a lot of fun
to find favorable fights, overstacked fights, and try to claim victories that way. Again, so far so good for T1. I really like the patience. I really like the discipline we're seeing. And this early operator.
They got a Roomba. They do have a Roomba.
PRX to deal with.
You're not wrong. They got a Boombot. Yeah, and getting to these kind of angles is gonna be outrageous. Pop the dash. Doesn't even need the dash. Kind of popped it after the kill, if anything.
One for Saya player. Right back up to 100. Kill taken here for the side of T1 as they look to convert the bonus. Isu swinging into the corner, and yeah, just getting dinked right through the corner of the wall. Mindfreak still taking forward spot. Cannot drag that spray across. He gets taken down, and things looking very dire here for the side of PRX, who are going to have to call for the save already.
Yeah, it's not the best team to try retake this. We're just going to be saving. We get no damage done in terms of T1, and we are just going to be saving this. And that is a lovely, lovely start. We're already seeing 2 people that are going to have 6K.
Rossi knows it. To go on the hunt, see if he can steal some extra guns.
Honestly, I will just point out, love the fact that T1 are bringing out the thing that works the best against this comp so early on. Like the Marshall, then the op. That makes me very happy. We've seen a lot of games where we're not seeing like the biggest weakness and stuff get exploited instantly.
It's that pistol round back in his mind. He's like, they did this last time. They came all the way through spawn.
Ping is coming down. Checking around, nothing noted here. In the end, will be Devi and Forsaken holding onto their weapons, but T1 converting that bonus.
Getting flashbacks to a similar comp. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what Talon had with it. But I think it's 4 out of 5.
Coming through here from Alex.
Yeah, and it's just a good hold in garage, and then a nice push-up for Saya player, able to outdo Ilya. And then I like this move by Mind Freak. He gets ahead of the Sky Flash, expecting it to come. He just can't get his spray down in time, so it's not a bad idea at all. Just doesn't quite pay off as you would normally expect.
What did you do in the timeout here? Uh-oh, guys.
Gonna have to see if they can.
They worked. They sussed us. They got the op out.
How many times have we seen this Achilles where
now what?
PRX starts
Don't
out
peek
a
any
slow,
angles.
and you're thinking, oh boy, they
with your 3 duelists.
And then they just start to pick it up until they're
let them come to you.
Object. Well, this season
they're gonna have to go aggro.
So far, but maybe twice.
They're gonna go like real aggro. It has to be like execing on them.
Historically, you know, the
Breach Astra is what Talon played.
Typically, very much on point on when they will find the most amount of value.
Still
This is
equally horrendous.
But
if anything,
it was different territory.
I mean,
that
if
we
anything, it's a better comp.
in their series versus Gen G, where they ran a no duelist composition.
See, honestly,
so,
if anything,
kind of
I think the Viper. I think the Viper Omen comp is better than the Talon comp, but
see if it's gonna work out though.
The tough part here.
We're not comparing the best things.
Yeah,
okay, Monyet gets the Bucky out. We managed to get an okay buy out for the low buy. Op is still here.
Of course, lack of ability to get information as well.
PRX
like you don't
splitting up their duelist this time.
That's gonna go out.
Devi holding over towards middle.
Sort of Forsaken on the Yoru, and that's about it. So otherwise, you have to rely on contact. You have to play off of that. And T1 has done a masterful job.
Yeah, I think the nade over towards B main can be used to get him out.
Not giving up any free kills. Everything's been really disciplined from them, as we've come to kind of expect with this new iteration of T1. Ever since the AVL, they felt really stable, really solid, and you're seeing it once again here today.
Like the setup, but I'm not sure if Izu is going to fall for the bait here.
Why does the timeout usually come before an eco round? As in like on the eco round?
Okay,
just because you can give, it's fun, man. When you're a coach and you get a chance to just come up with a round and you know it's eco, so like it's something that maybe is a little bit mad, but it can have mad impact. Pretty cool. And then you can just talk about the next round anyway. Like instead of letting them have like an eco where they just do something that probably isn't going to work, if you have an idea of something that you think is going to work, it's pretty cool. So you spend like the first 20 seconds talking about that, then 40 seconds talking about the bigger kind of macro or bigger picture of what you actually want to achieve.
There in mid, so he gets drifted back over into mail towards safety as the smoke comes
T1,
down.
little bit late on this one.
T1 now have to be wary about this.
No Skydog? Oh wait.
They have to suspect that there's going to be a Bucky
no
around it.
Skydog? Best gun here, Bucky here as well.
They now know where he's positioned. There's the jump forward, a couple shots going in. Izu, I think it might have been mid-air actually. Takes out Monyet, but Forsaken just has them all lined up, one after the other.
Looks so funny, man.
2 more kills to finish the round and get PRX on the board.
That's what we talk about in terms of sticking the landing. That was lovely in the end. If you take out the first 15 bullets, that was nice.
His whole play there is I'm going to make
Yeah,
contact
and
with
T1
somebody
just
on the other side.
a little bit slow on this one.
And then he TPs right over to help Monyet out to set up this
Don't
angle.
think they need to split up much and give him a gun. But
he can hold the long side. He does a great job with it. Now he's got a
okay, they stabilize in terms of the economy.
His troubles. Once again, a little bit of a mid attempted setup, but a fast hit here. Potentially from Izu, maybe just gaining space initially.
The fast jump across, there's the flash, turns away from that one. Izu, surprisingly, both managing to take down Forsaken and something now the showstopper into play.
Keep an eye on Devi pushing all the way through. He has a wall that allows him to do this.
Right past Executor, who's still over at
yeah,
main.
damn, nice shot.
Finish him off. Now his own showstopper at the ready, spots Izu for a moment.
Oh man, what a beast.
Take him down. No further mobility, no escape.
I mean, if they're doing stuff like that, then maybe I like this wall. Like they actually have some ideas with it, though. To be fair to them, like once they lose A-Heaven, pop the wall, and then they can flank all the way around. We can pinch. This pinch is becoming. I mean, we've seen this pinch, like an A-Heaven from and one from A site, like 3 different games now, and we rarely saw this.
47 seconds, so that's more than enough for him to try to wait for PRX to get over patient.
It's very doable for Rossi. The longer he kind of waits as well, there's the more question marks appear, so good for him.
Their reservedness.
And they can never get any info, and he knows 100% they're playing together.
I mean, Eyes Not even on the spike.
Toxins going up.
Rossi.
Toxin screen
Every single angle, every corner to check.
What's the point in the grand
Just as much
finals?
ambiguity here as Paper Rex. He's gonna try to sprint it
You
over
get
here
championship
towards the
points if you
site.
win, so it helps
They
you
have
get
just
over towards
barely enough time.
champs.
Right on the corner.
3
And
points.
oh, it's gonna be so close. I think he just missed it. No, he got it.
Just.
Never mind. Okay.
Just.
By a fraction of a second. Now takes this forward spot again. HP bars
Yeah,
here.
but you
on
should
the
know they're
players of
playing
Paper Rex.
together, so
So
off angle's
very
good.
low. First contacts there. Monyet take it down. Divine now looking to push the corner. Rossi turning away from it for a brief moment. Goes back
Ooh.
into Divine.
30
Will
HP.
just manage to spot him
Real
out.
close.
30 HP.
Rossi was almost on for a
Keep
double clutch
Paper
in this
Rex
game.
afloat.
It's a brilliant attempt by Rossi. I mean, well done.
really
2-4
didn't
loss
think he had it.
bonus on
I
top of
thought
this.
he
There's
would
one
just
person that
come up
can't get
short,
like a
maybe.
good buy.
He got ahead of it by
Carpe's gonna get a little
fractions
bit
of a
wrecked
second.
as well.
And able to catch him off guard as well. Still had a couple snake fights there. Maybe could have used one to delay a little bit after he got
So we at least see
first kill,
something
but
not too bad
Monyet,
from Paper X, especially
so
in
tricky
terms
to
of their
deal with.
wall over towards A. I
And
do like
the
that.
change of pace
God, a
of
shout out
Duelist. They say,
Monyet on
okay,
this
you
one
guys are
though.
playing a little bit slower. You're playing for information.
That guy would
He
become,
did hit it. He's right.
increasingly more lax these days. Well, hit it indeed. Monyet with a very explosive round to very much keep Paper X in this one, and now the timeout coming through. I mean, this has got to be, this feels like this is record-breaking, the number of timeouts we've had in 5 rounds of play.
I was literally just thinking the same thing. I'm like, we're 5 rounds in and we're 2 timeouts deep. Like, both of these teams already trying to feel each other out because, I mean, with Paper Rex, you have to expect the unexpected, but, you know, how much unexpectedness can you actually prepare for? Like, the triple duelist here is pretty out there, even for Paper Rex.
There are far too many simulations to run to adequately prepare yourself for this team. We just don't have the processing power.
There's a bit of
No,
that Daredevil,
there's
but
not
most of
enough
it's
quantum
player stuff.
computing in the universe that can accurately predict what Paper Rex wants to do.
Okay, something now
timeout
gets the
called.
op out. It
T1
is
for
just
now
an
still
eco.
here with this
The
lead, but
T1.
does it last? 2 Stingers coming into this one. They do have a pit, so they can get themselves onto the site.
Might be the
in a
round
good
where they want to
spot, but
use
something
the
that's gonna look
Astro
for
ult. We'll
some
see.
Early aggression backed up here by
They
Forsaken
pick
with a flash.
the site where
up in
there's
hand.
3 of them, and the Yori
That's
flash
okay.
goes in.
He's trying to snipe him out of the sky.
Wow! He hit him.
Oh, that is just insane from
Wait,
something.
he
And
actually-
that's the line
did he
he decides
actually
to
hit
take.
that?
Now he's going to go pushing up at Izu. What a turn. Managing to find one. Turns back, takes down Forsaken as soon as Carpe gets dropped. Now he's out on top of the ramp.
Nicely handed from Izu, and I
Big
wonder
miss. Goodbye.
if T1 in that
What
timeout
is this
talked
opener
about this
from Izu?
wall and the fact that when they
I
take A heaven, the
blown
instant
away.
reaction is
This
for
looked like it was gonna be
Divide
a
to
couple
push
shorty kills
close.
for sure for
If
Paper
it
Rex.
is, and that's
And
been
instead,
sussed
they're
out
able
this
to
early on,
Turn it on their heads. RT1. Just
that's a massive
great
win for
reaction from
T1.
Izu. I mean,
It looked like they were ready for
he's
it.
had some really, really great maps. Getting to see him on the Rays now. Really exciting stuff from him.
There.
He's hungry on yet at that
Oh.
range. Oh, he's got a pretty weak though.
Okay, wants to jump
Yeah, the
across. grab
hesitation
the
there.
operator. I'm not
Does get
sure.
the op
Okay.
though.
Not for
And
the
we're
sake of
going-
fighting. Is that the weapon that you
going
want
for the
sake
save
of
on this.
saving? Absolutely.
Lovely again for T1 in
prize
terms of the
does
amount of
get
money they
collected
get.
here.
Like, they'll be happy with this one.
Monyet just going to be
Gonna
holding
probably
on to this
not
one for
even
dear
be
life.
searching at all.
Pass it back over to something, see if you can find some value going into the next round, because it seems like timeout call, very good. Izu performance, astounding in the round.
Yeah, I like this
frankly.
timeout, and I
T1
do
will now
think
move up 4-2.
they talked
I
about
gotta
the
say,
wall
I
and the
think one thing
reactions
that's really
potentially.
encouraging, for the side of T1 is you're able to react
If
to
they
these-
just go A
these
heaven all the
crazy
time,
plays that
and they know that
Paper
Divi's
Rex
going to try and
oh,
push for his...
my
Wait,
God,
what?
That's
Oh,
illegal!
Jesus.
You're not allowed to do that, Izu.
Oh my goodness. That is... Oof.
Okay.
Well, they're showing that they can hang in terms of mechanical ability with Paper Rex, that's for sure. Goodness.
God, go buy a lottery ticket.
Oh. My jaw is on the ground. That is just insanity.
And the good news is as well that, like,
But
Saya
that's-
got
you
the
know,
op
Izu
out
said it in
early,
one of
so
his interviews that
maybe in
he
some of
wants to
these
be known
angles
as
they're
the
going to
maker of
fill.
Valorant for Korea.
Big not finding anything, but I mean, Forsaken is still here, and he's just not really giving any credence to the fact
Yeah,
that
nicely done from Sire as well. Again, they have to go aggro. They have to go aggro. They have to kind of do this stuff. And nice reply from Divide pushing down middle. It's a great ult on top of this though.
Kitchen sink just chucked in here. C1
Okay, we bring this back into a 3-on-3. Carpe should be very tempted to use his Seekers in like 5 to 10 seconds.
Wary about that potential lurk. Back out around main, though, as we know, everybody
should
stacked
just
up right
swing
now
out for
inside
this.
of this pit. Push on the corner, Izu finding one. They know that something's going to be here as well.
Yeah, lovely. Okay, 1v.
Vulnerable's there. He finds them both.
Oh.
Now brings it into a 1v1, but he has to try to flush Rossi out of this pit.
Wow, this ult is sick. Covers spawn and goes over towards the
he's gonna miss with it.
spike.
The tap on the decay. He's got to back away from the pit for now. He just has no real great tools to try to find this one. The retap again. There's the spray.
Really nice. What an ult.
Rossi able to take
What
him
an
down.
ult.
T1 carrying on their merry way. Now 5-2.
Some great reactions here from T1. Obviously, Saya
And more than happy to pick up the op, even though they are going against the eco. Jet has knives.
They say, hey, let's use our own operator.
Yeah, why not? This is just great stuff. Just again, sort of understanding the way that PRX wants to play some of these rounds, or they want to get aggressive. They want to catch you while you're trying to set up for your executes. Instead, T1 turns it on its head, shuts it down. Saya with a blade
The thing that's mad is
Viper's Pit.
PRX picked this as well.
Something. Pit comes down into mid.
Like
So
they wanted
rely
this.
on Mind Freak.
It will look
To control the edges
it
of
will
this
look
map,
better on
try to keep
on
T1
attack.
from getting
But
any
Paper,
easy hits
I say
onto the
that,
site.
but honestly, T1 could have a good time.
So there's one-way setup.
If they're just
they're
gonna
looking
push
for the
into
stun
B
here
main
as
every
well.
single round, at least get early info.
Managing to get out to safety. The Trailblazer expiring before it rounds the corner and spots them both within the B site. Also just watching to see if there's any forward push out of this Viper's pit. Something continuing the jiggle here around ramps, but it seems like it's just going to be similar movement here from T1.
Cave. You kind of get funneled into the Jed here.
Drift through
PRX
those sewers
pushing
ever so
aggro.
quietly.
TP's gonna go
Get ready
into
to attack the
spawn,
A
so we
site.
can have a fast flank.
Something's gonna have to
Not
come
as
up
good as
huge.
I thought.
Potentially, he
It's
is
stuck
getting
over
some help
towards the
from
loader
Monyet
box.
and Forsaken. They're
And
making their way
Do
there.
we hit the shot?
Be in time. Ooh, be able to dodge that.
It's a hard one, higher than normal.
Snappy flick, unable to get there.
3 people on
Flicks
site,
out,
not
pulled
too
out
bad.
as Side player wants to go for the entry, drops down into the cubby. Carpe in the meantime, watching Forsaken out of
Izu
sight.
at the
Forsaken,
moment,
something rather,
though.
is only gonna be good for one.
Izu at the
Carpe take
moment
him
is
down.
winning
Mind freak in the
so
bite.
many duels.
The last two
He's
standing,
out
and they
dueling
just have these
the
stingers.
3 duelists.
And they need to kill somebody, recover a weapon, and then go for the save. As Rossi snaps on to take him down. But they try to play this one out. 6-6 and 1. Rossi on the jiggle peak, able to spot him out. Mind Freak just wanting to try to isolate somebody, get a kill, find something additional here. But Saya player with the
We
off
see
shot,
a
team ace, and
what
T1 will
they
make it up
on
to
Breeze
6.
they use triple
again,
controller, right?
They're
Triple
just
controller, triple
reacting so
duelist.
well. You know, PRX is trying to buy a little bit of extra time to get the reinforcements there, but Izu's so ready for it. While this is the first time Izu has played Raze here in VCT Pacific, he has played it some before. He was typically a duelist main, actually, before he came over to T1. This
is their last time out.
You know, back when he was playing in the VCJ, he was often playing Jet. Sometimes Raze, but mostly Jet, so he's very comfortable. We've seen it on Yoru, right? He has played that this year.
It looked damn good.
Yes, exactly. So when you get him on the Duelist, you can see he's very comfortable. He has tremendous reactions.
PRX are playing so
tremendous
passively.
reflexes.
I mean, they're taking
And
B
it's
main
even
control
giving
all the
PRX
time,
a
and that's
hard
like the
time.
only place you can
Speaking of hard
really
times,
comfortably
Alex
duel.
is giving a-
Because if you're gonna go down
right
middle,
now.
you're gonna go into a crossfire. If you're gonna
Trying
go
to keep the
push
arms
over
folded.
towards A, you're gonna go into a crossfire. So they can't go, can't do too much in
But,
terms of
yeah,
aggro.
I
It's not
mean,
like the
this is a
best
brutal
map that you
position
can
to be in. I mean,
constantly go aggro on your own.
We're talking about it during the team walkouts. I mean, this is the reigning Pacific
So,
champions right now in a
as much as
single
what they
elimination
can do
playoff
and feel
versus the
safe,
team that finished in third.
They're doing that.
Obviously, some changes and glow-ups here for T1. Looking like a much different, a much stronger team this season.
Well, now you've got...
PRX want to be the ones who are
Izu has
dictating
his
the pace
ult,
of this game.
11 to
Right now, they
5
are
as
not.
well.
No,
Rossi's just
exactly.
not dying, 7 to
one thing
2.
that's really impressive with T1 that I want to touch on quick is the flexibility that Izu gives this team. He's played so many different agents, so many different roles, and he plays them all extremely well. Whether it be the Omen, the Yoru, the Raze now, he has been really impactful for T1. You can see just why they were so
to
high
take a B main as
on
well.
this
So
pickup coming out of the offseason.
PRX call a timeout, and this allow.
really
Yeah,
going for
we gonna.
Not many full sends here onto the B side. Now looking for it as okay, the TP out, trying to engage exactly.
No way.
Up on top of the Raptors,
Nice
take down
trade though.
Izu, so
How and
it's
after
one
they get back in. Okay,
the
that
equation here taken down at the flashes.
just an insta flood with both of them. I was gonna say how and after they get back into sight here, but before they manage to get good positions, get some kind of util down. Flash double exec in terms of the Omen and the Yoru.
Rossi looks to get some space. Maybe the dash in, but the dimensional drift, as you mentioned, does come into play. Execute now going to be taken down. That's going to be the spike. Spotted.
Nice of them. They managed to find the pass it over towards sight, and then yeah, clean this one up.
For the side of PRX.
And
still a long
Rossi here, damage is like massive. Any kill he gets is really, really big. Because the next round would reset their loss bonus.
Rossi does a lot of damage.
That's one. That's huge. Mind Freak, 5 HP.
Cash right now here for PaperX. It's not a good spot. So as much as they would love to just end the round right now, take that weapon out of Rossi's hands, try to deal some additional economic damage. PaperX can't really afford to go on the hunt here.
Yeah, I agree. They really shouldn't be, and Rossi knows it now. He's starting to be the predator, seeking prey.
10 seconds left.
Well, Forsaken.
Still, should be happy with the 2 kills in terms of the extra damage.
PaperX 3 rounds.
Something
that momentum can continue.
gets an op.
So far, it's only been 2
Money's
rounds
really good for
consecutively
T1, so they can buy their own attack op.
And they go a little bit deeper. It's going to be operator back into the hands here of something once more.
Yeah, and Mind Freak there, the TP is, you know, it's hard to know exactly where he's going to go. If he's going to go up, if he's going to go into the back alley. And Monyet takes advantage of that confusion. And then it's a great 1-2 combo from Forsaken and Mind Freak with the fake out into the paranoia, able to clear the back of that site, and then that sets you up for a little bit of time to rethink things, get Forsaken his ultimate, allow him to find the rest of the players that are on this B site, isolate Saya player, take him down. Really, really nice chain of events there for PaperX.
Can they string 2 in a row?
Same setup that we've been seeing.
What goes into
Check over
wards?
defense. Only clear out 1, and now a gate crash back over towards screens here for Forsaken.
This is going to be good. Like something getting set up over towards A can lock down a site on his own so the Duelist can stack, and then they got like good agents that can flood in, can close distance fast. This right now for PaperX looking like a very good round.
Slow creep up, Poison Orb for now, denying the flash, getting a catch.
Worried about the attack op.
He's called back. Saya continuing to advance.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. The jump peak on this one to get out of there. And yeah, again, the attack op just farming. Izu again as well. They're just not expecting him. 12 HP. Somehow got a kill too. Bro, Izu is doing damage right now.
Operator, but might need the cash push forward to try to buy for another teammate here. Caught inside.
Oh yeah, we just got to be saving this. And again, I do just want to shout out Saya. I just think that Saya
is going to have to drift away back over towards the A site.
First of all, having a lot of fun right now. Second of all, on the defense, probably going to have a little bit more fun.
Information jump gate crash there, kind of sets up Monyet, but Monyet can't convert.
Again, literally from round 3, we just see them do what this comp struggles against in terms of an op. Like,
normally wouldn't expect.
You just got to jump peek, you got to face, so as soon as you get to an angle, as soon as you take some kind of map control, you can just hold it the whole time.
By the time Forsaken gets back over to the site, it's already fallen apart, and he has no more utility left. So
7 on the attack, on split, looking pretty good.
Starting to get a little bit worrisome.
Why did PaperX do this?
If you can get 2 more, then I think on their attacker side, that's again.
Let's think their B hit's gonna be good. But you gotta dodge, an Omen flash.
That should be the spot.
About it.
Given that you're bringing that triple Duelist, having the aggression, the attack, on paper, it makes sense. But right now, in execution,
nice
on the defending side.
Why are you the one making dad jokes today?
Wasn't even intentional. I just
you leaned into the paper quite a bit there. So.
My brain was slow, and I couldn't think of an alternative, so I just committed to it. Unfortunately,
They got the boombot and the fake clone ready in case they double satchel into heaven. Something is still doing an alright job, to be fair, in terms of getting some kind of information somewhere. We go double push over towards middle. It was a solo push, now a double push. They can fast flank behind. There is no sentinels on this comp, so pushing behind can work. But a lot of the time when we've been watching it, Excurate with an asterisk can just be in charge of watching behind.
Potentially risk it. You know, we know the PRX
T1 finding the time. Whatever info they don't have is just a question mark. So the longer they kind of do nothing, the more question marks appear in terms of people moving around as well.
All the information on the map, I would say
Saya is gonna
pretty decent idea that this is going to be A. I mean, you've had no contact A or B, or I mean, excuse me, mid or B.
Look at them, they really want someone to peek. They're like, well, someone has to get info over towards A, right? Saya switches his gun for X. Oh, that's nice having X spread as well. He can throw his gun to him. 2 people on site. Devi gets another spam like he did on the pistol.
Snappy. Make a connection there with Devi. Mowing down 3. Can't quite find Saya, but that's fine for them. Taking Will.
Okay, nice. I mean, honestly, very nicely done from Devi. He did great on this one. And T1 maybe put a lot of eggs in their basket in terms of wanting a peek towards heaven, and it just never happens.
Yeah, no. I think 7-5. You're actually pretty happy with this scoreline for PRX.
7-5. Oh man, they'll be celebrating with 5.
Devi just great timing to peek around that corner, find the entry, and then they line up for him. He's not going to miss those. So, you know, when PRX seems to need a spark of energy, when they need somebody
the
to stabilize
don't
for them,
have
it's
too
often
much.
He's often the one who can pick kills.
Well,
okay, well, there we go. Nicely done from Saya once again.
Side player not affected at all by any of that Yoru utility. See something. I think he actually.
I mean, they got a
forward, but
they got a peek. It wasn't
do it. Another kill this early into the round would just be catastrophic.
Wasn't the best peek.
Early clear on that Trailblazer, but still concerned that it might have spotted out Mind Freak's forward position. He'll be pulling back. He sends up a smoke to try and dissuade any further push towards B.
PRX reading this pretty well. They're expecting this B hit. The pings came down, the smoke came through, and they're going to use that to try to just get up close and personal.
The Jets so close to each other without really knowing it. Meanwhile, back over at B. Thank you very much for the picture-in-picture.
Like that.
The spot there is Carpe gets taken down. But
does he hear that?
Cosmic Divide now going to be invested. Mind Freak
yeah.
still at back sight. Izu starting to inch forward, but
and he's just going to call them back.
He's calling that the rotation.
Yeah, he's calling them back. And in theory, they're also thinking that if there's no one over towards this side, then they're not going to hear the footsteps. And it is all up to something to hit this. Excurate has 2 smokes.
Buy you a little bit extra time, but
30 seconds.
Why would you not smoke both of these?
And now something he's got to push out even further because those nebulas start spawning at his speed. He wraps around, but Devi gets himself up and towards heaven, drops down, spots Rossi for a brief little moment.
Again, I'm gonna ask the question: why would you not smoke both of these?
Find the headshot.
He did one smoke spawn and then an extra smoke behind.
Speaking of timing, T1 running out of it.
10 seconds
Finding
left.
one, a tap onto the plant, something up over the top. He's got the shot.
Oh my!
He nearly gets the 180 mid-air to take him down, but
Oh
Rossi.
boy, it got close though. It did get close. He went for a double star. He went for smoke spawn and smoke in front.
Way out in front.
Gotta like what you're seeing here
Trying
from
to just,
T1. Their ability to
I imagine a
adapt to
stun
this comp
in case he was
quickly,
holding the angle of an
so
up.
effectively was truly impressive. And the way that they were able to read the map, maneuver around, find some really good opportunities. Again, match PRX in terms of their speed
Has to be a
and their
pistol.
decisiveness. That's something that very few teams have had success with.
There's no way 4 is enough.
So certainly,
I don't think
like
it shouldn't be. Like it really shouldn't be. Like honestly, even 8 shouldn't be enough.
To pick up steam,
To be honest with you, but
is going to be on this tacker side.
and
to expect it.
the fact that T1 bring out an op, they probably
got the jet and the rays dashing in. Like,
you
let's
probably feel like they're gonna have a pretty good idea how to play against it.
The other Yoru can TP somewhere who God only knows where he's going to send those things. So it's
They can pretty much turtle over towards A heaven, A site. I don't mind them going aggro over towards B main for sure in terms of T1. Because I reckon the PRX X sec over towards B will actually be pretty scary. Yoru, T clone back site. I think the B hit will probably be pretty scary. The A hit, I don't think they have to do anything. They can just play like this the whole time.
See that dedication as well as a significantly more riled up crowd.
They were fired up outside earlier before the event. They were loud. I mean, you can hear them.
Do you praise T1 or do you blame PRX? I mean, you blame PRX for sure. T1 did good to get an op out very early on and just wait for peaks.
Long.
I was like, damn, everybody's already there to the venue. I'm rolling out of bed right now. I'm about to.
But just wait to see what the plan is for this.
Love to see it. Now though,
let's at least work out why they picked the comp.
They double up in those figures here as flash over the top. Carpe getting some information, but not quite as tell-all as they would like. Gate crash in the meantime.
Because it will be all about their attack.
That screens entry. Forsaken winning the opening fight. Gets the catch on to Carpe, swoops through, trying to.
And this is a good start. So they're actually potentially going to have a lot of money for this as well, which could be fun. John, thank you so much for the 10 months. Appreciate it. Thanks for the prime. A lot is on Mind Freak as well. The triple push behind. And it takes some map control as well. Plant for Heaven.
Takes a hell of a lot of damage now. Seeing the push coming through, and he can't offer up anything more. He's able to take him down. The 4v4. Forsaken, however, just shooting through, finds one, but side player comes in from behind. Manages to get the catch.
Okay, nicely done. And yeah.
Take down X-Grid as well. It's just now Rossi trying to see if he can.
That's a great start. That is a good start. Bit of money behind this. Rossi.
Stabilize and find Monette, but still a lot more work to be dealt or to be done. It doesn't have the time to do so. Something will be able to get another kill here in the round. As
let's think over towards A. They got Flash, XX.
They pick up their 5th overall.
Yeah, some really interesting decision
could maybe luck out as well.
PRX gets hit by the guiding light early and just decides to just keep kind of 5-manning it slowly. It isn't really anything pacey here. They aren't using the jet utility. They aren't using blast packs initially to get onto the site. And then Forsaken finds that opener, and they can just kind of stroll in because it got left open. The guiding light ping doesn't send any reinforcements over from T1. You're not exactly sure in that moment. Is it just one player? Is it just two players? You have no idea.
They're stuck in right.
That is all 5 of PRX.
They going fast, heavy sight, or?
They are. Oh, Isu going to be spotted nice and early. Time players swing out on ramp, going to be taken down, and it's a blink, and you miss an explosion of death. Everyone's dead in the blink of an eye.
So fast. They get the plant done as well. Extra bit of money, extra orb, and they're heading back over towards A. And yeah, we might actually see no mid control. We might actually see no mid control. Like a potential lurk maybe later on, because like the Omen the Viper could obviously lurk.
Okay, they just walked out into it. But that's the other thing with this comp you got to remember. Not only do you have the jet dashes, you have the blast packs, you have the gate crash with Forsaken, you have the TP with Mind.
The thing that T1's kind of upset for is the fact they don't get an AWP, because they could hold middle with just a jet holding that mid AWP. Because they didn't win pistol.
Oh, he's ready for it.
Can't be winning this one, but I do like how T1's playing this one. Just passive, we get the smoke over towards Heaven. It's just a bonus for PRX, but guns aren't that bad. Leak smoke into A creates a good amount of pressure. 3 gets his ult as well. Oh my. Oh, it actually could be on.
3 quick kills into the mask, into the dimensional drift. Looking for the rest of them. He's on for
clears all the sight.
And Carpe are going to even be able to try to give him the time of day. Push forward. Carpe is able to find Divine. Now that they bring it into a 2v2.
Okay, that's fine. Late trade. We'll count it.
See if Rossi can work his magic.
Just bananas what Forsaken can get away with. They just kind of walk and line up for it. They're trying to peek together to try to shut down that push. It's the right idea. It's just the wrong angle.
Flopped in. Rossi trying to get in there before it can bloom.
Yeah, very nicely done.
That crosshair trained on Mind Freak. So
Forsaken in Heaven.
Swapping around the weapons here. PRX suddenly.
Did they?
3 rounds consecutively converting.
Did they need to swing? That's a real question.
Find themselves just 1 round away from tying this up.
I mean,
scared of the Yori Flash XX, I guess.
At the beginning of the round, there is some awareness of this pacey, W key gaming style that PRX is going to play. Izu has been really good.
Force him down to an eco. Get him up to 8-8.
It's just that one kind of
and the Yoro now adding a bit of pressure over towards B.
Stars aligned for
Smoke goes in towards Heaven as well. One person XX fake. Not bad. Imagine there was a flash as well.
Off of just a crouch spray. holding an angle.
And then with that,
Call gonna be made as
potentially,
Rossi says, "Guys,
looks like they might actually heavier
to
lean over towards B
back
with
away.
the
Yeah.
gamble.
For a reasonable moment. Wants to try to get a catch on anybody pushing up into the smoke, but it seems like PRX not really going to bite on that one. Instead, we'll
I think
just
T1 have the answer to their attack. I mean, this will probably be an op. They'll hold one person holding mid, and then the sites get pretty scary.
I suspect that they're going to be very well aware of this. So Forsaken for now, just going to be posted up on that line. Ready to try to intercept anybody. As the creep up comes through. There's the first, and Carpe. Wow, that headshot managing to find one. X-Crit puts that Guardian to use, managing to come up with a kill of his own. Still though, 3 players alive. Rossi finding Mind Freak. And things
Rossi
are starting
killed
to
one
unravel
on site.
here for PRX. Double flash in towards something, trying to stop it. The paint shells as well thrown, but they're just
Nice,
so
the
low.
handle from something. And something has knives as well, so he could definitely throw this gun over, get the knives out. Now it becomes interesting though, because Zaya has the best gun to play against this.
Yeah,
Get the op out, and hopefully he goes towards middle. I could see B main if he wanted to just hold
Carpe
a...
is so good with those sheriffs.
Wait, they
That
have
is
a...
one of his calling cards for sure.
They have an
is his
Astra,
ability
right?
to
So they
utilize
can't
those
one-way it.
one-tap weapons to great effect. He's been tremendous. And
Trying to jazz him up.
yeah, they're getting there.
Okay, so they want to go over towards A heaven, hold the
never
angle. I think that's the
Count PRX
mistake
out.
with the
Slow
wall,
starts
but
don't
we'll
mean
see.
a darn thing to their mentality. They do it all the damn time.
I mean, just look at this though. The
And they
conditioning
switch
to
it
go
up
over to
insta
the
B
A side
hidden.
consistently.
Honestly,
Now
Astra
they
is in
shift it up,
trouble.
Go to B. X-Crit, however, looking forward, not taking the bait on that fake out. Now decides to strike, managing to find two.
Did fantastic though.
Over to
If
the
Izu
third.
gets a kill,
Brother v
he gets
brother.
ult.
Forsaken comes out on top, and that tool is Divide.
Monyet with the
Izu
plant
intercepting him in
gets...
mid.
Oh,
They have an operator invested into this round. T1, do they even try to go for this? It's like, well, they certainly do now. Showstopper, however, from Monyet.
okay, there's still pressure from Dubai over towards middle, but he comes in, groups over towards B, especially as the plant isn't for him.
Any value from it, but he buys time. 2v2, Dubai. Push back over towards garage. Side player catching a pixel out of
One
position
enemy
there.
remaining.
Rossi
Last
finding the other.
player standing.
Big
Sion
1v1.
versus Monyet, the lob in on the paint shells to zone him out. He's swinging around the backhand
Yeah, and
side.
he's
Side player
hyper
not ready for this
focused
one
on
at
just
all.
that one.
Monyet will
That
pick up
one
the
pause.
3K.
Nicely done from
Close
Monyet.
out the round and give
Another
PRX the
big buy
lead.
round when they
Yeah,
got
great
the
bait
op out
there.
and they win.
From Monyet. Really nice stuff here from
It's actually
PRX.
so
This
on.
time, finally, we're seeing one of those explosive, utilizing those maneuverability plays that you were kind
Timeout
of
comes in.
anticipating.
No
with this
op until next
triple
round.
duelist comp. And it's Divide on the lurk that catches the big kill onto Izu to keep his raise from having any impact on that round. Nice pull on the showstopper. Yeah, you don't get any kills, but you bought a lot of extra time potentially, and especially with the Viper still in play, you want to buy time for Divide to get into a position where you can potentially use the snake bites and things like that to delay the post plant. So even though it doesn't come down to that, the ideas are really, really solid right now for PRX. And yeah, you've got to pump the brakes here as T1. You've got to figure out.
Yeah, and
how you
I would
would
be
slow
very
this down.
tempted if I'm T1 here to put their Viper over towards, like, do the normal wall over towards A
All of our
and do the
timeouts
Viper
used
smoke just in
for
B,
either team
in
to
the B
make it to
choke
double
point.
digits.
Yeah, it's been all PRX the entire half, and that's got to get a little bit concerning. I mean, again, you're also in a similar position though as T1, right? Where you
They
don't
got-
have
they got a
sentinels, so it's
eco.
hard
Sure.
for you to slow some of these hits down without making contact, without getting into the faces of PRX and actually trying to outgunplay them. And few teams.
And
can
the
make that
issue
happen. Now,
is
you
their
do have
next
some
big buy
really
round,
good
they
ults
actually
here
have to
for
go
T1
against the
to
Yori
maybe
ult, and
go for those contact
that is
plays,
definitely
find
one of the
success with the
scariest
Blazestorm and
things
the
on this
Showstopper.
comp, because
Well, the last
he can
attempt was,
he can go
damn close
invisible
one
and
here for the
double
side of
flash
T1.
to
Let's see if this
enable
can
other people and
have
himself
a similar
to
effect. The side
jump
player
on
will have
players.
the knives. Showstopper is there for Izu as well.
Saya has
He's
knives.
going to be popping these, but not looking for the jump, not looking for a big, 4 or 5 man stack push from T1. Everybody just
Whoa,
fanned out across the
Saya
map.
is walking down middle.
Look how deep this
And
star
what
is.
an off is the
Or
timing
jump
going to be
in.
like on
Timing
this?
on the flash, absolutely
X-Crit
gorgeous. X-Crit
once
still able to
again
find
did
Monyet, but
great.
Forsaken takes out Carpe. Something gets the enemy Astra.
Yeah,
Side
and he
player
takes
now
a
swinging
very
around
good timing
from
here, but
behind.
Forsaken is
Managed to make his way through here, but
on top of it.
they are still noting this, especially as the
Divide
jumps and the
lurking
climbers come
again.
down. They know exactly who's
Man,
there.
the fact that T1 have
Chasing
no
Ghost is
Sentinel
side
is,
player. He's expecting somebody to
yeah,
play
it is
right
a little
around
bit
this corner.
devastating for them on this one.
Meantime, Divide getting ready around the corner
Izu
up towards
sees
Mail.
one.
Rossi is looking for it. It's
Has a
point blank
nade.
range. So that stinger can find value, and it does. Izu also able to find something. There's the showstopper. Doesn't go deep enough.
Oh my god, the
Could've had
TP
both.
out was incredible.
Izu, that could end up costing him the round.
If
Not able to find the
Forsaken
headshot. There
swings
was
that,
Guardian. Rossi, however,
another 1v1
finds
for
Forsaken.
Rossi.
Pushing in, knew that they were both in backside.
Holy, Mind Freak comes out on top as well. It was a pretty good eco in the end.
Effort here from T1. But if he's able to adjust that showstopper a little bit more, that would have been the round done and dusted.
I mean, just unreal.
Dude, I'm scared for them because this is, I'll tell you, the Yoru ult right now, like that is probably the only, like this is a secured round.
I mean,
You would
he's
feel
just
like,
so brilliant on Yoru. He's just absolutely one of the best in the world.
Come on, William.
Oh boy.
I love this. That we get to listen to the PRX comms.
get the judge out. Pop is
Especially when you
here.
have a brother on the opposite side of the stage.
Ah, that's true. That's true. You gotta taunt the older
Viper
brother.
smoke
No
over
doubt about it.
We've
towards
seen the success
heaven.
of the brothers over in EMEA as well.
True.
And now
The
they're on
boost.
opposing
Oh
sides.
man,
It's Forsaken spotting him out. Pain Shell's coming down. He's trying to jump out, but a little too
that was
aggressive.
really
Rossi
bold.
ready for that one. Something does manage to find the kill, however. Picking him down now.
They at least
Down
realize
on
that
the
they can
side.
take a lot of space over towards heaven though.
Around the box.
So that's good.
Does
Carpe
actually
gets
find the end,
overwhelmed.
give it the kill. At
I
the end
mean,
of it
we
all,
got the late trades in there once they
2-for-1.
realized
Divine
that
looks to try
they
to
could
get
just
the
send
catch
it all the way
in
up towards
mid.
heaven.
Just the spray. Izu managing to stay alive, and oh boy, Whiffy is all help from something. Trying to get the catch. Brings us now into a 2v2. Saya player, however, still holds on to that
I mean,
operator.
honestly,
Mind Freak
if you
in the
stacked
garage,
orbs on
spot
the
anything.
Yoru all the
Izu
time,
makes
if you
his presence
could,
known here.
like the
Yeah.
Yoru ult is a free win with this comp. To be fair,
Underneath sight.
He's trying to clear out this box, but
Yeah.
Pain Shell's kind of
They were a
missing out
little
on that
short.
opportunity.
Yep.
Omen ult.
Just holding Saya,
Um,
looking for it. Walks
Yeah,
right into
Cyrus does
crosshair.
not expect him here, and Omen ulted towards
Now
the
it's
bottom
all
and
on
middle,
Izu. Swinging back
and he
around,
just
Mind
swings
Freak in
out.
heaven.
This is
There with the
very
crossfire.
nice from them.
So
Very
far,
nice
that
round.
second half round
Even though
win
the
continues
even
to
though the
elude
Yoru play was pretty
T1.
bold, it was like
7 consecutively now
the best
as PRX
initiator
get
and
themselves up to
information you can
11.
possibly ever
Well,
get.
you expected it to be good, and it certainly has been great on this attacker side for PRX. No slowing down here. Tough position for Izu, trying to guess where Monyet is hiding. He's actually just right by the spike
One enemy remaining.
on the site itself, not behind that box that he maybe was anticipating. Maybe had a read.
Okay, a bit of a
previous
change up
VODs
from
or something
T1. They
that-
start
that
using
was the
the
box
Omen
that
smoke
Monyet liked to
over,
hide
sorry, the
behind.
Viper smoke over towards
time
site.
around,
Still have the wall here.
Not gonna be the case. Something
T1 go aggro over
Won't
towards
exploring.
B. We do have
Saya
the
playing
the
anti-flash in that
Yoru
corner now. Starting to
jumping
work around
out,
the edges
getting
of the smoke.
information. I
Rossi
think he probably saw two on the
catches
radar.
glimpse.
Rossi has
Gets the
Rossi has a
vulnerable.
smoke. He
Allows
wants
for him
to.
come out on top, taking down Divine. Big crash now, pushing forward. The flash
Whoa.
not even deep enough to actually catch him, but Forsaken still pushing through
He's
the
out
wall.
on the ramps
Comes up
as
with a
well.
kill. Side player puts that judge to use, finds something.
Okay, nicely
Exterior,
done. And then
wrapping
do they
back
want to try
around.
keep it clean? Because I could
Over
see a
towards
world
this
where
A
Carpe
site,
ults on
catches
this.
the enemy Yoru
Here.
and gives T1 a man advantage and their best chance at closing out a round since this half
Yeah,
began.
Seekers go in.
Swing out, Mind Freak still getting tagged down to just barely any HP. It should be inevitability right now.
One
They
enemy
need
remaining.
from Monyet to try to hold the
1v3.
line. Swing in, he's spotted. Rotates off, checks in behind, and cannot find Carpe.
All right,
T1
nicely done.
will
But they gotta
break the
they gotta
winning
repeat
streak.
that.
Themselves
They
back
gotta
into the
repeat
driver's
that.
seat, at least for a round, as they hand this over to Carpe for the defuse. Now it's just 2 rounds separating.
Yeah, and this time around, they're able to anticipate the pressure a lot better. Saya player doing a good job holding the top of the ramp, not giving anything up there.
More than this comp is
On the
winning.
side,
Nah,
Rossi,
I mean they're doing good
fantastic
stuff
work.
on attack.
Doing a lot of damage.
They won the
And
they won the
Saya
all
sneak
important
around
round,
that
which was
corner
the
with that
attack
judge,
pistol.
Put it to good use. Not checking it.
And
A little unaware.
I mean they're doing fine.
We're PRX.
When this all comes up again, it's
Now,
another win. So that
I
would get.
was a
I mean
pick.
that's gonna get them
Security
to
does
12.
have his cosmic divide.
So
With a
I
shorty.
think T1
Something
can't lose a
that's-
round
That's a given. He's got a blade storm
because
and
they're
a
gonna
shorty.
lose the Yoru
Day
all
that
rounds.
ends with Y, so something's gonna have a shorty, no doubt about it.
Okay, the site itself is open. Saya player looking for the shot. Manages to find it.
See
Wow.
done from side.
It's not
T1 get
lining
pretty
them up
aggro on this one,
Sight's still gonna
and
be taken
so
by
does
PRX, but
Monyet.
not
He doesn't push into spawn,
aware
does he?
this
Oh
is
man,
gonna be
he's
empty otherwise. So still
he's
taking
a
the time trying to move
he's
up,
probably
worried
won
about
this
that
one.
potential deep
What a
work
weird
back
round. They have no idea
or
that
elbow.
A site is
Look
clear.
where
We have a
Monyet
guy in spawn.
He's
We have
way in
3 people
spawn.
pushing
No one's
over
rotating
towards middle.
towards it.
Monyet
He
took a
needs to be the one
risk,
going back
but it
step.
is a massive
push
payoff.
up in towards heaven, but actually maybe Rossi is going to end up walking right into it.
Hyperroll
Do
isn't
they know that
great,
he went
but
back here is the real
Mind Freak.
question.
Oh, Mind Freak. Spots one. That's all he's going to be able to get. Izu pushing up, and
Wait.
Rossi does find him. Seemed like he
What
was
happened
very
with the
well
timing?
aware that
Did
somebody could
Monyet
take that
give up?
position. He has flushed him out. Hit invested. Divine Forsaken to try to hold the line as the gate crash comes in behind him.
Oh, I like the
Jeez.
TP out of there.
He's ready for it. Takes out Izu, looks for his brother. Can't finish him off, though. It's great. Holds it. Saya player The classic comes through to get rid of the
How,
enemy Viper.
dude, how does Rossi get this kill on
And
spawn?
now it's 1 round separating.
I got no words for
11
that.
to 10, T1 keeping it neck and neck.
Now T1 is really starting to get a good feel for how this is all going to go down.
Oh, maybe we get a
Good read by
replay of Rossi getting the
Such
kill, because
great communication
it
and
looked like on the
awareness here
radar
from
that
T1
one, yeah,
to know that there's a player
yeah,
back
dude,
there.
it ended up
He
being
was
timing.
expecting it the whole way.
If
Oh,
he
by the way,
hard
speaking that
stuck
angle,
there,
just a little bit of a drive
I think
by
he
there.
had to,
Slowly, methodically,
I think he had to full
flushing
commit.
Devi out of the backside of that Viper's pit. And Forsaken, when he TP's out, it doesn't fool anyone. They're ready for him. This takes us, you know, an extra man to get the job done. So this is just so smart from T1.
The triple stacking ramp.
Boomboard to help them get over towards site.
Showstopper going forward, not spotting anything here on the site. Again, it's going to be right off to them that it is clear.
Saya,
In the meantime,
with the
Ted
op, gets the
lurking
lock
outside.
over towards B.
B site over in
Plant goes
garage.
in, it's a good plant for Heaven, and they take A control.
Feels found,
Extra
but
though
see
is
that
the
showstopper
VIP
gone.
in terms of
Audience
this one.
gonna get posted
Astra
up.
ult, especially if they kind
Red
of switch
screens, judge in
positions.
hand.
Saya's going to be good here. He's just going to hold this angle the whole time.
T1 though, a chance to steal
Not
this
even sure
away.
Saya needs
It's
to
back
move.
under their control.
They could just take
Take
sight with him
PRX
here.
mapping away from them.
Skydog goes
Move
close
on
all
for
this,
now.
something.
One charge off that showstopper. Could be instrumental if he finds it as something. It's a full flash to the face. Izu now in onto the spike, looking for the fuse. He's held at the half. Mind Freak coming up with 2. Gets off that spike. Izu puts down the buy. Showstopper in hand. He
Oh
belts
man,
it
there
up.
was
He
a
puts it
chance.
down.
There was a chance.
And with the defuse, T1 tie
Nice,
it up
nice and
11-11.
nice and
Oh,
methodical
just
and like
phenomenal
chill
stuff
from
now.
T1 there.
Starting to win
It was
those
good.
individual battles on the flanks of the map.
Still
Starting
think
to
that
open up the
Saya's
space,
doing
give them the opportunity to
great
set up
with
for
the
these
AWP.
retakes.
They're gonna
Really
bring it
start
out.
winning some tough fights. But if you lose Forsaken, if you lose him on those
Have they got the
edges,
Yoru ult yet?
that's a lot of your flashes gone. The only thing you have left is the paranoia, and that was already invested. So here, all you have is the smokes and the phenomenal
They do?
gunplay and maneuverability
Oh man, I don't even
that
know
PRX
how.
can employ, but
Like I would
T1's just better.
probably do this.
and
Yeah,
they
I
do
think this
that
is
time,
good.
not gonna miss this showstopper. Now
4-1
Forsaken
and just
does have this
hope
dimensional
that he
drift with
goes to
all
the
5 members setting
side
up
with 1
for this
and then
big
just
hit.
get out of there.
Dimensional drift is going to come out right away. Saya player.
Yeah, you gotta give up
spotted,
the
gonna be
site, and
backed off
this
by
in my opinion
utility.
is the
Take
round
shells
that is gonna be the
invested.
hardest.
Make sure
And the
that
good
they can
news
get
for
this side
Sire is
plant
hopefully
down.
everyone's so far away that they can't
Just a fake out, Saya trying to make his
jump
exit.
on
Seems
him.
like it's around the corner.
Okay, I think T1
Life is
did good
intact.
to all stay alive here, but they took so much map control. 4 people.
Close angle though.
The attack judge, how and after they
will be
get through
forced back.
this.
They have to respect this operator.
3 people through
Yeah,
vents.
Try to hold here in heaven.
Ult
Cosmic
comes
Divide
in.
Going to be invested. That gonna try to push them forward here with Madian finding one. Jumps back behind the wall. Keeps himself alive and in the fight. Here for Forsaken. Shorty wins
How
it
does
out.
that-
Saya
how does
player
it win that?
Finding one before getting traded out. Mind Freak comes up with the kill.
Where are we,
Rossi
man?
finds
Everyone's
something.
got
He's
vision
taken
block.
out. Divide trying to hold here at backside. He's
Stick
in the
and
corner
fall.
now, and they can't stop him.
Stick
Divide
him
with
full,
3
the
means
ult that has a
absolutely
little
nothing.
gap.
As T1
It helps them
take
get
the round
through the
away.
smoke over
The
towards
wall was
spawn. It helps them
everything
pinch
for their win.
towards
Just
A
such
heaven,
a
and it helps
beautiful
them
cosmic divide for
stick
so many
the
reasons here
spike.
for T1.
Oh
One, it cuts
my,
off
it's
all of
genius.
PRX, completely denies their vision on how T1 is trying to attempt this retake. And then the follow-up is it gives them enough of a corner on the plant that you cannot spam through it. You have to get like right on top of Carpe to stop it. That's got X-Current fired up.
Unreal.
Man, they
Now
won the round with
we're here
Yoru
at
ult. They
that
did
point.
great.
T1 looking to take this one away from PRX with Ascent on the horizon. Nade out,
That clip was so
damage.
funny. What we got? We
Found
got Omen
over
ult.
B.
Ah, dude, Seekers against this comp gives you so many
T1.
possibilities.
Looking to get aggressive themselves. Seekers now going to be let
Nice
loose.
and
That
early,
is going
especially
to
if they
tell the
push
full
B, so they can
story
work
here.
out how much space they
PRX
can take.
position.
And this is a good
They
call
clear this
from
out, something in a rough
Paper
spot.
X.
Might have to dash across,
They
but
decide to
Madian
face
taking it
back,
down simultaneously.
Right, instead of going over
Extra
towards the site,
so
giving
quick
them
on
so
the
much
trade
free
back.
space, they decide to try and
Not
fight,
allowing
but
for
there's
that
just
counter strike to come into
numbers
play.
here.
Nebula set up. Extra
They
takes
just
his
had
exit
so
back through
many
Ramen
numbers.
Out to safety as Mind Freak now going to be TPing forward here onto the site. Rossi, the shorty held.
Spike planted.
Checks close, the snake bite coming down. Forsaken now reading that as Mind Freak gets himself up into heaven.
Dude, look
Double
at
back to
this.
Flash, trying
Look
to
at
peek
this
in.
late
There's a
lock.
swing out, Rossi caught with utility hand and Mind Freak. Managing to
They
find
still
2.
need
Suddenly
to
we find ourselves now in a 3v3 as PRX trying
worry
to take
about
this
X
into overtime.
Gretchel.
Pushing the backside.
Wow.
Izu,
Wow,
gone,
Divide
no.
wins
He's
actual
an
as well.
elbow, and he just holds for it. Oh, it is
That
not
was
done yet.
an
Leo's
outrageous
hell, I love you.
3v5, and I'm telling you what, that would tilt them.
Unreal, full flashed. Just spray it down. The fadeaway
The cleanest
from Forsaken.
3v5.
And what a map he's had so far. 25, 18, and 5 on the Yoru. Mindfreak having a whale of a map as well. Is that the Odin that I'm going to be seeing potentially on the defender side here? For the side of PRX, we'll see if he keeps it, but
Oh,
full
my.
flashed. Just knew he had the crosshair placement, trusted in his own instincts.
Now we go to
Gets that
overtime.
kill.
Si's
What a
doing the right
setup
thing
there
in
to get
terms of
Mindfreak up on top
this.
and get that spray down.
Forsaken's
Completely befuddles T1.
Giving it a
Not
little bit,
expecting it
pretending that
at
he's going to
all.
buy the Odin.
Okay, no Odin, but there is an operator for Saya.
Going for the glass
I like this
cannon.
as well, to get no info
it
over
so
towards
far.
B. So once they take B main, you have to get info towards B, and
Now
you're
back
kind of
here
just
on the
jump
attack.
spotting.
Trying to see if they
So-
can rework some of that magic we were seeing from them in
Definitely
that
a
first
chance
half.
for this op to work. And are we going to use this smoke
Forward
against?
here
Oh boy,
into
I
the
like
smoke,
this.
but it's such a heavy stack.
With the
Flash
Omen
out, he
flash,
manages.
legit.
The front of two. Gets back out
Legit,
the
that was
safeties.
nice.
And Forsaken may have just stolen this round from right in front of T1's
Imagine.
How does that work? How do you get away with that?
Because you're
I
Forsaken.
mean,
Yeah,
that was sick,
only him.
especially the Omen flash.
Mindfreak now. Tucked away in backside. Puts himself up onto the box. This is such an aggressive position to take as the smoke dissipates. Forsaken finds a third. Ooh, Carpe.
I mean, he's
The
got to
operator
kill
in
3
hand.
more.
I've seen him clutch many a time with a sniper in hand, but this one I think might be a bridge
Ooh.
too far, but have I spoken too soon? Seeker's now built up Divine, getting himself over here towards the site. Everything to do, swings aggressively over top of the snake bite. Vulnerable down to 55.
Did
Something
you
on the
see the
corner,
gun?
and Divine in
No, he
heaven
didn't
above
peek
him.
out.
It seems like such
Wait,
an
maybe he
impossible
did.
position,
Yeah,
and
maybe
it
he did
is.
on this one.
Carpe will go down, and
One
PRX
away
will
to
get
make this one
themselves up
happen,
to
and this
match
was a
point.
great
I
strat.
mean,
Like, in
this-
terms of what they're
this
doing, though,
flash
they're giving themselves a good...
Just not
Like, they're giving
expected at all by
themselves the
T1, and
best
one of their
chance
players
of
had to
winning. I love this
hide
wall
behind
over
the
towards
box.
A for this
He
comp.
got
It's
full
nice.
flashed as well. Up and in. And they're just
That was
like
sick.
trying to get out of there, and they can't do anything. Unbelievable.
Dude, I spilled the water. Fuck.
Wow. Now the PRX get up to map point for the
Oh,
first
man.
time. T1
And the 3v...
on him, calling a timeout to try to
3v5?
get this reset, get them back into the driver's seat. And you got to think that he's just... Good God, guys. We haven't been able to talk in like 10 rounds. Stuff's been going wild.
They won
I
the
got a
they
lot
won the
to get
side
off
that's
my-
hard to
my
win.
mind
Yeah, that's
here.
true.
I mean, now it really
That's
has
actually
to,
very true.
has to work because that was the defender's side round win for PRX. That's the side they struggled
Thoughts
with.
on the triple
much more.
duelist? I mean, obviously,
It felt like in a lot
obviously,
of ways, so
I don't like it,
certainly
but
it did go to
in
overtime,
terms
so it
of
wasn't
the best chance of winning it,
that
like
big of a
they're
difference.
playing the
At
best
the end of the
it
day,
could
you
probably
really
look, I
need to
imagine,
dial up
because the
something
wall
special
over
here.
towards
Make sure you're
towards
ready
B makes a lot of sense. I also think
for
the fact they're not
PRX's
playing against a
aggression.
sentinel is like a
See
huge
if
thing
you
as
can
well.
really shut this down, and looks to me like
But
they're setting up
this
for an
wall
A hit. Couple stars
Is
down
nice to
already,
create pressure for
expecting
them to pinch
some
here,
kind of pressure.
and they got a
Try to
lot
grab
of
me well.
at least that
Front
trap play
door
over
of the
towards
site.
B was nice.
Smoke off the ramp potentially, but Xcurate gonna invest a lot of stars. 2 for himself on the B site. Seen him double smoke off of that to try to play protection, because that is potentially where the pressure is gonna be. Right outside of garage, PRX.
Last pack in for the quick peek. Xcurate.
I mean, honestly, good luck to Xcurate. We've got to flash through this.
Shorty in hand there from something goes up and over. Swiftly delivered to death, but Xcurate
Where's the
Spike
flash?
down B.
will find 2. The lob in.
Oh,
the
my,
spray.
wait.
Mindfreak comes away
A
with it now into a
huge-
3v3.
It's a huge spray through the smoke.
Like going on a
Divide
very
luck,
deep
and
lurk.
he's going all the way through
Nade
A.
interrupting.
Rossi hears him.
Bit of damage there on him.
I swear he heard him. Yeah,
He
he
spotted him.
Divide. It's weird for Divide to
Outrunning the
walk there
rat.
because he ran like this
Gives
line.
T1 a man advantage. Not freaking Moniette now. Eminem, they're trying to close out this round.
Still, Rossi is
With the
miles
map.
away.
No utility. to
Izu
speak
has a
of,
boom bot, which he could send
just a
under.
teleport.
Is he?
So right here at the top of the rope.
I mean, it's
Now it
2v3.
all falls
Want to
to
make
the
a
newest
hero
member
play.
Of PRX. 1v3 clutch to finish it. Otherwise, T1 tying us again and extending this OT. He's pushing out, spotting one. Izu taking a bit of damage. He's looking for more. Blast pack
Okay,
lost.
nicely done with the
Doesn't
satchel.
reset the aim.
Let's go again on this one.
T1 will get the defuse, and they will keep us in this map.
I was gonna say, where have we seen this before?
I think if PRX did that again
pillar,
and they
but
just
he's
had a
playing a very
flash
different
ready
agent.
for the smoke,
This time around,
I mean,
not gonna be able to come through
the B hit would be
with
nice.
the heroic clutch on split, as we saw in the
Like, if they
previous
flash
season.
through this.
I love the way Xcurate plays this because it's the same smoke setup that he had the last time they pressured him on that side, but he changed angles. He went to the back of site, not playing on site instead, and that confused PRX enough.
Oh boy.
That it took a little bit to
Is
displace
he actually
him.
doing
There's
it?
the Odin.
He
I was
wanted to do
wondering.
it on the
They're on
he
the
wanted to do it
defender
on the
side. He's
other
gonna bring this
overtime.
one out. I mean, Forsaken has worked miracles with this gun at internationals. You think about him on Pearl mowing down 3 people.
Jeez, yeah.
Flash out, the rush forward, something waiting within the smoke, however, shuts out Side player very swiftly. Boombot cleared, he wants to re-peek. Oh my god!
What a shot.
Nuh-uh.
He's waking up.
Golly.
Boombot cleared, but map control very firmly in the hands of PRX.
Man, it is the ultimate Bren comp, isn't it?
They
The
just
get
do
shot,
such
you
a good
die
job here. I
comp.
mean, what do you do against that? What do you do
So
against
good,
something
and that
like
was a perfect
bad?
example of it.
That very few players in the world can handle that play. That's almost unbeatable.
Just grinds everything to a halt here from T1. Staying quiet. Pack mentality. The buy on the jiggle does get punished.
3
Kill
on
found,
site
snake
though.
bite to try and stop any push
They have
coming out
no
of
idea
stairs.
just how good this call to go A is.
Looks like widely they're going to cut their way back over towards this A side, slowly creeping down the vents, but Monyet
Yeah,
does
just Monyet. I
arrive,
mean,
but
Monyet has to worry about it.
30 seconds
Double
left.
we're gonna see
Ooh,
what
okay,
kind
the
of
double back,
rotations
but
have we drawn
either
out.
way, the cutter sounds,
Work their way
no
back
matter where they
over
went, they're good to
towards
split these
B.
up. Something's on a good
tucked
angle.
away
He's
just
already
below heaven. Star coming
popping.
in, swing onto the corner. Izu gone. Something unable to find the kill. Does put Rossi down to 75. It's Mind
They
freaking
hear
out,
the
being
TP.
around
Look at the time on
opposite side of
this.
the pillar. Extra there,
Forsaken
time
should
dwindling.
just be
They're gonna
sending
have
it
to
over
go
towards
for this
site
play.
as
They're going
well.
to have to stick forward. Spray,
And that's-
connecting. Forsaken
that's the
finding it,
spray.
and that's going to be the round 1.
Nicely done
They don't
from
have to do anything
Forsaken here.
else. Side will not die. Monyet will get one. They're on
Sick
the
round
back
from
end.
something.
As we continue to go blow for blow, PRX
Switching
once
sides.
again at map point.
Yeah, and PRX loves to play with smokes, to get aggressive inside of them, and the layered smokes in mid allows something to pick up the first. The second is just god tier. Just god tier play. I don't.
Yeah,
Again,
that
what do you do
second
against
shot
that?
is.
And he's ready for the follow-up. And I like the way T1 plays this, though, in the mid-round. I like that they do the double pump, because for PRX, without the ability to get info easily, they have to kind of gamble on which side they're going to be playing. And you can see they're already shifting their weight towards the A side. Now, operator again, glass cannon for Saya, up and over is something.
Had spotted him, knows that he's going to
Yeah,
be up there
and
on
he
the
needs to be
raptor.
careful because they're
Might
going to
not
pinch
be
on
enough
him.
to really get Saya, but
Yeah, he does
matter.
good to get over
Rotates
towards
across
site.
it, needs some damage, but he gets
Done
a follow-up
really
shot.
well.
Forsaken gonna be
Yeah, he
punished
saw
after
another
Rossi
one
ends up
spawn.
falling. Izu now catching something. The spike stuck up in heaven. With both remaining players here from PRX down on the side itself. Mind free.
Really
Clear
nicely
the
done from
corner.
Saya. Yeah,
And
that was a
let's
high
keep
pressure
it
situation.
going.
We had a
14 to
smoke
14.
getting pinched.
T1 reset us
He
again.
did
Yeah,
very,
now we're
very
getting to
good.
see
Overtime.
that
Again,
Saya
the
player
Optus
we know
never
and
gets
love.
pushed off,
The
so he never has to
operator
worry
so
about
strong
any
in his
util.
hands.
It's just it's
Able
a
to put it
pure
to such
focus
great
on.
use there. Able to avoid that
I
initial
could
pressure.
just hold.
Find some
It's
nice
just a pure
angles.
focus on
Get
angles.
some
It's
big kills
angles and hit
to
the
open
shot.
this one up. Saw something go up there. Forsaken was up there as well, trying to come down. And it's a really nice piece of work from Saya player. We're back
Get the
to
Odin
even
back.
Stevens. Odin once
They're gonna
again
go
here
up heaven, and we get to see.
for PRX
This might work if they
on
go
this
up heaven
defender
and
side. There was a
Divide
moment where
pushes
T1
again.
heard it fire.
Yeah, because every time they go up heaven,
Previous
Divide
affair.
Oh,
instantly
Izu.
pushes this.
Full
I
blind,
think.
but they didn't realize
think
that he was behind
they're-
the box. Ends up getting taken down. Divide with
Okay,
ice
they're
forward.
not a-
Just mentioned gets
Okay,
Executed
they
over
good the
on
trade.
ramp, but
I thought
then
they were on top of it,
getting
but
taken out by Rossi over at main. Forsaken, however, the Odin hath arrived. Comes up with 2 quick kills. TPs himself up into heaven. But can't redraw
okay,
that
big 2-on-2.
massive weapon before Side player gets him in the head.
Disgusting. Great awareness from Saya player. Goodness.
Now the 2v2. On freaking screens, something approaching from
He
main.
sees one. Do
Make
they
eye
even?
contact for a brief moment, and now Side player turns his sights back over and turns away.
Wow, Saya's a
Still managed to get
beat.
shot.
Oh,
Mind freak! Guns them
Whoa.
both down.
I was about to say Saya's a beast, but that
Doesn't
is
know where the hell the spike is
Mind
planted.
Freak's a
Doesn't
beast.
matter.
27
He's
to
got all the time in
18.
the world. Collect yourself, take a breath.
Oh,
Get ready to go again.
he's so fast. He's so fast here to get this double.
Switching
And this
sides.
looked like it might be problematic until the Odin. Just again,
Player
once
standing.
again, another one where
One
T1
enemy remaining.
just gets
Oh.
caught lining up, and that is so nasty, Mind Freak.
Oh man, that was
Goodness.
nice. Wait, is this Paper X timeout to try finish
They're
it?
just unbelievable. The way that it looks like a round is about to completely slip away from Paper X, and then they just find that perfect moment, that perfect angle, that perfect timing to completely turn things around. And an opportunity
Yeah,
here
it
once
is.
again for Paper X
Get
to
it
shut it
involved.
down, but this one feels like maybe we're not done. I don't know.
Well, this is why we see the timeout called here from Alex.
This would,
holding on
chat,
this.
this would never work
Ever
with a
since
demo
OT
out,
began.
especially over towards A
Given
now.
that they've been
It is. See,
struggling
I really thought
to get those
T1 were on
wins
top
as
of.
soon
We
as they
take A,
shift
Heaven,
off back
Divide
onto that
pushes
attacker
behind,
side.
but he still gets another one.
Decided
And
to
on the smoker,
intervene
which
now.
means there's no smoke
Try to give
over
them
towards
a solid
spawn
game plan
when
to
Forsaken
finish
is
this
there.
map.
Like, Divide got
Certainly,
such an important
you
kill.
gotta feel like if Paper X has their defender side figure out, it's only a matter of time before the sand in the hourglass runs out for T1. But we'll see. They've got that glass cannon once again. Last time that worked a treat for a Saya player. This time he's shifting over to the B side. You've got
Looks
X-Curate
like they're picking
along with
they're
Carpe.
picking an empty
up on
site.
A. So a lot of
T1
ability
at least
to,
holding
again,
on
try
to
to shut down some
A
of these
Heaven
fast
control.
hits. The stars are placed. Try to keep things in place, and they might try to make a play at ramps.
Any
We'll see.
crazy buy?
They
Not
allow for
really.
a side play to get an immense amount of value last time he had the op in hand. This time, though, he's posted up on the opposite side of the map. Monyet going for the entry. Grafwell looking to try and delay. No one down on the site there to receive this aggression. You can see side play. He's still anticipating that lurk.
Got
that
no
I's
map
been going
control,
for
but they
is
could
still gonna
definitely
become
frag
ignored.
out. They need to
Forsaken
kind
is
of
gonna
push
be
over towards
trying to
spawn.
rotate around, having set up a
Yeah.
gate crash. But just now the call comes in
Oh,
for him
this
to
is
rotate.
nice because normally
screen the
Sire's on
rotate,
the rotate and he
But
holds this, but this time they
Watching
smoke
for
to
it as the
wrap.
smoke dissipates.
I like
More often
this
than not,
addition.
Saya's gonna be
This
good
is
for at least one, and
it's
right
the
now,
Alex
several
timeout.
players lined up. Something, however, entering up into Heaven.
Yeah, the
finds
Alex
Rossi
timeout
taking
might have
down the
done
enemy
this.
Viper. A lot of that flush out utility with Snake Bites now going to be gone. Saya does get his mark. Monyet taken down.
Oh,
So
Forward
fast,
finds
bro.
Forsaken.
Still,
Keeps them in this round. The drop down, crossfire set up something.
yeah,
gone. Now
nice
it's all on the
crossfire in
Saya
this one,
player.
and he's got it all to do. And with
And
an
he just
off,
doesn't have the
we got
time.
no
It's not
time
gonna
for this,
happen.
and they actually managed to pull it off.
Not like this.
They
Down to
actually
7,
managed to
Mike
pull
Freak
it
will
off.
finish him off.
And again, they had some
Paper
good
X,
stuff.
16-14
They had some good
will
stuff,
take
especially the
opening
wall over
map
towards A.
here in playoffs over
The push
T1.
over towards
And
B.
in this last round, giving
don't
him a
think it
little
would
bit of
ever
space,
work
trying to play
twice.
for retake. Paper
But it
X
might
just
not-
having none
that-
of it. The
they might not
phenomenal
need that.
crossfire set up towards Heaven
They might not.
really just
Don't
shuts
think they run
things
it
down,
again.
and
Fair play, that was
Paper
cool.
X managed